Leonie Dawson refuses to be categorized, and today I'm going to talk about why it is so important for you to set your goals, even when the world seems like a flaming can of horse shit. So here's the thing, right? My dearest is the kind who reads social psychology textbooks for fun and who psychoanalyzes as a hobby. And, like honestly, I don't mind because I find lying on a couch super comfy and it totally lets me get undivided attention from him. So win win. So here's a conversation that we had. He said, "Honey, how many goals do you have?" And I said, "Well, I've got like 100 personal goals for this year, 100 uh, personal goals for my business, but those don't always include my monthly income goals or the weekly goals that I want to create." And he was like, "Right, okay, I see." And I could totally see in his eyes that he didn't really expect my answer to be in the triple digits, and he was silent for a while, and then he said, "You do realize, like, the average person has like 15 goals or less. Most have none." And I laughed hysterically. I'm like, 15, huh? But you know what? When I think about it, I do get a lot more done than most people, so there's probably a correlation there. And I'm very discerning about what I want in life, and I make it happen. So he was silent for a while after that, and honestly, I think I'd awed him into silence. That, or he was just pondering what to make us for dinner. I never really know because he totally keeps me in suspense. But I've kept on thinking about it. I kept thinking about the average person's goals and why I have so many. And here's what I've come up with, right? Like, I am so freaking passionate about my visions and making them come true. And I love correlating what works and what doesn't. I'm a devotee of my dreams, and thus I'm a goddess of my goals. And I know that when I write down my goals, they come truer, quicker, and with more certainty. So it's pretty obvious why I'm such a massive rah-rah cheerleader of goals. There's a certain magic that comes from having goals and writing them down. If I decide to do anything, I write it down and I make it achievable. Like, it's the difference between driving from New York to LA with your iPhone Maps app in your hand and deciding you want to drive to LA but not even taking the damn map. Like, what's going to get you there quicker and with less frustration? The story gets like even more severe when you don't even decide that you want to go to LA. Like, you don't even decide where you want to go at all. So you just get in your car and you drive around aimlessly, not really sure what you're looking for and not really finding it either. Goals really are the destination, and they're their map to get you there as well. I reckon you've got to have them, and what's more, you've got to make your goals achievable as well. So, how do you make your goals achievable? Look, instead of having wishy-washy goals of, I want to spend time with my husband, I write down, I want to have 20 date nights with my husband this year. When it comes to releasing new programs, I don't say, I want to have a successful launch. I say, I want to find the 300 people who are needing this. Wishy-washy goals are ones that you can't ever tick off as being done. There's a lack of certainty about whether you've arrived or not. Whereas achievable goals are tick-offable and doable, and that's what you need. Goals keep my actions in line with my intentions, and once I know numbers, I can work out how to make those numbers happen. And guess what? Sure as shit, they come true. When you get so super clear on what you want to create and make those goals a part of your daily practice, of course it's going to happen. The point of all this is like, have you written your goals down for this year, this month, this week? Have you used the Goal Getter workbooks yet? Go to goalgetterbooks.com. Have you got a list of your dreams? Is the path from where you are right now to where you want to be written down, mapped out, and on its way? You've got to put your actions where your intentions are and see your dreams manifest into reality. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to create everything that you want. And look, the research says that if you want to be in the top 1% of achievers, you need to think about these statistics. Only so 80% of people don't even think of their goals. 16% of people think of their goals but don't write them down. And just 3% of people write down their goals. And only 1%, just 1% of the population write down their goals and regularly review them. And they are among the highest achievers. So here's the thing, you have to write it down and you have to regularly look at it. It's why I created goalgetterbooks.com, those planners to help guide you through creating your goals for your life in every area, from health and creativity to happiness and relationships and mental health and self-care and all the important things. And then with your business as well, if you've got a business, you absolutely need to create a plan of what you want to create and how you're going to get there. I wanted to give you some more tips as well about how to achieve your goals and make sure that you create like the best year possible ahead. So honestly, I want you to know that your life and your business don't have to feel like a rudderless boat being buffeted by the waves. And instead, you can be the captain of your own adventure. First and foremost, you need to take the vow. And the vow is, I do solemnly swear that I am committed to my own success. I want you to repeat this after me. I do solemnly swear that I am committed to my own success. I swear that I am 100% responsible for my actions and my subsequent results. Say it with me. I solemnly swear that I am 100% responsible for my actions and for my subsequent results. By aligning my actions with my intentions, I become the master of my own destiny. So by aligning my actions with my own intentions, I become a master of my own destiny. And when you make that commitment to yourself, everything fucking changes. Now, here's the thing. Once you've got the Goal Getter books, make sure you commit to filling them out. Like, it's not going to do you any fucking good to buy it and then put it in the pile of like the great unfinished shit. No, work through it. Go through it. The more you put in there, the more you're going to get out of it and the more you're going to see results. And then once you've written it all out, make sure that you schedule in your goals. So make sure you look at a calendar for the year ahead and map out your big goals. This is where the 2021 Goal Getter Wall Planner comes in really handy, because you can map out on that big poster what launches, what's your big goals for the year, when things are happening, so you can start mapping it out and you can start scheduling it into your calendar. And then you can look at your daily and weekly schedule as well to build in more goal getting time. Now, next thing is, I want you to remember this quote from Jim Rohn. You are the average of the 5 people that you spend your time with. Make sure you make them good ones. So surround yourself with more goal getters. So for example, make sure you join the Facebook group. There's like 16,000 people in there. It's called the Goal Getter Workbookers. And those are all people who are setting their goals for the next year and making them come true. You can also use the hashtag GoalGetterBooks when you share your books online. You can find other workbookers as well. And if you go to leoniedawson.com/group, I also have a free guide on how to create and run your own Goal Getter group as well, which would just be so freaking delicious. Look, I'm going to remind you again and again and again that you need to write down your goals and regularly review them. Because like I shared, I have way more goals than the average kitten, and I achieve way more than the average kitten. I've created over $10 million in revenue. I only work 10 hours a week. I have books that have been used by over 400,000 people worldwide. I have won major Australian business awards. I've done so much. And I'm a mum. I homeschooled for 3 years. I'm like a very present mama. I've been able to complete a lot of my biggest goals in my life, so I know how to make them come true. And the more that you start setting your goals and your dreams and your vision, the more you're going to see that your life becomes more powerful, more potent, and more the way that you want it to look. So make sure once you've filled out your workbooks that you regularly review them as well. So carry the book with you, use the monthly check-in worksheets at the end of the workbook. Remember that the more you look at your goals, the faster they come true. Even have a note card with you with your top 3 goals that you're working on. I usually turn it into like a background on my computer with my top 3 goals for that month. And you can do it for your like a phone wallpaper as well. It can be hugely, hugely helpful. So if you haven't, I just really, really fucking recommend set your goals. Stay connected with them because you will see huge, huge results by doing that. I wanted to share some quotes with you because I fucking love quotes. I've been collecting them since I was a teenager, and these ones are specifically about goals. This is by Nastia Lukin. Set daily, monthly, and long-term goals and dreams. Don't ever be afraid to dream too big. Nothing is impossible, and if you believe in yourself, you can achieve it. Zig Ziglar reminds us that if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. Goals in writing really are dreams with deadlines. Thomas Carlyle says, a person without a goal is a ship without a rudder. So it's time to set sail. It's time to set sail to that beautiful island, the destination that you want to end up at. Don't be the idiot that just drives around in the car going, but why am I not in LA? I've been trying to drive there. Mate, fucking set the map for it. Decide where you're going. Create the plan to get there and then do the fucking thing. This life is precious and it is golden, and I want to see you turn up and shine that big, beautiful light of yours so all of us can see it. I'm sending you so much love. Let's go make our miracles happen. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.